What's the story, everybody? This is Jonathan, Cal and Sean here with yet another deck profile. Before we get into it, please like, comment and subscribe, and please check out the links in our description where you can find a link to Kong's cards and our Facebook page, and use our discount code ChainBlock5 for 5% off all your current and future purchases. The Tins and Rage of the Abyss are right around the corner, so think of us when you're getting your water support, except Emerald Charmies, we don't really like that. But yeah, we're trying something new. You've requested it. We're going into pure, unadulterated, no holds barred, fun, PK, something you've never seen before. Yeah. Cal, what are you playing again?
This time, you won't believe it, I'm playing Phantom Knight.
Right. Now, you asked for...
this one was requested.
Like an old friend.
And this time I haven't... It's not like the fun, like, Arcus build I always go for. This is like what I think would be the optimal way to play it.
PK is always fun.
Yeah, PK is always fun.
I think it is worth mentioning that with Appaloosa getting banned, the board this deck specifically puts out is immensely strong into the current form.
Well, you can't say Apple at home anymore. It's just
a searchable like 3 times per turn monster negate, as well as a searchable Omni negate.
Monster negate and destroy that doesn't get beat over after using the first
but
one.
There's so it's a bit more pure. There's no Orcus in it, so we'll get rid of this non-max rarity here and then let's go.
I hate you sometimes.
That's right. Let's go.
Really do. Starting off, it's pretty standard for most of the Phantom Knight ratios. I go for 3 Torrent Scales.
Sweet.
It's the bread and butter of the deck. It's the reason the deck works so well. You're able to dump any name you want. Just access to the whole engine is just exactly what you need. I still opt to play 2 Cloak. I was actually tempted on bumping this one up to 3 for this build specifically. Just because you do cycle through your names very, very quickly here. It's not like with the Arcus where you have like a diverse, different output to mill.
No, we're just milling.
You're just milling your names for the engine. So you can bump this one up to 3. That is an option you can do as well.
It is also less limited than you think, given that it vanishes for its own effect and you can levy error back very easily.
Yeah.
You don't run out of names as quickly as one might expect.
I do also opt to play 3 Silent Boots.
Yup.
Silent Boots, he's your way into anything in the extra deck.
Is he getting the QCR still?
He is getting the QCR in the Tins.
Love to see it.
We'll have to do a new deck profile when that comes out.
I still have to play my Stained Greaves. Me and Sean Kinsta absolutely think that this is a very slept-on Phantom Knight name.
Sweet.
I've given you access to an extra extender when you open it, or being able to dump it and then get an extra special summon for any ones that you break on in hand.
No, Nib doesn't exist.
Very nice.
It also it represents a 4 when you can't get the break sword off. Which is extremely important for our combo.
Yes, because that's how you OTK, or that's how you set up your end board for going first as well. And I opt to play the Ragged Gloves. I ended up putting this one back in, simply for the fact that we cut the Orcus package, so having more names isn't as detrimental to seeing your end board. And to go with it, I play the Rank Up Magic Force, Wings, and then 3 Fogblade. I think this stands out a lot more now than it did when I was playing the Orcus build, simply because like monster negates now are just so hard to come by.
No, they really are. And also, every time we put up a Phantom Knight list, someone makes a comment on this card. It's great.
It's incredible.
It's great. Like, this could be as basic as you want and just spit out a load of rank trees, but like when this deck does what it's supposed to do, especially now with Apple gone, it's great.
So what's your reasoning for no Brigandine?
No Brigandine specifically is because I like keeping the deck as close to 40 as possible. The list I'm on now is 42, and that's just to have 3 Ashen.
That's the closest you've been to 40 in a while.
I'm not really used to playing close to 40, but I feel like with a list like as compact as possible, you have a better chance of seeing like all the different engines that you do run in the deck. And I still stand by it. 3 Fogblade is the way to go.
I think so.
I've seen people say that 2 is the way to go, and you're wrong.
Especially in this build, because you are using one of the spell trap searches on the rank up to end on the board we make. Being able to hard draw the Fogblade adds such an amount of layering to your interaction.
Yeah, like if you hard open one of them and you can search for the second one off of either Boots or Bardiche, whichever you prefer. Just having that with the 3 monster negates on top of that, the negate destroys. Like, not many people are playing through 5 monster negates.
No, absolutely
not really. On to the next engine, we play the Horus package again. Maybe you should wear some shades while you're looking at this package.
It's quite blingy. I'll add a filter, don't worry. Make it sparkly.
You play these three, you play the one Doomatef. I opt to play Doomatef, a lot of people don't opt to play him, but I really like him, and he's very shiny, and I like showing him.
Fair.
The one Happy, he's the actual good one out of the other names.
Horus is in the tins, isn't it?
Horus, I think Ipsetti got confirmed for the tins just this morning, so I think...
Oh, there we go. Happy might get a Prismatic Seeker rare, so he might look a bit better soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Want it. And 3 sarcophagus.
Yeah.
I cut the field spell because it's dog water. It's actually a terrible card.
I'd say it would be incredible if the Black Flame Dragon did what we all thought it would do, but it doesn't.
If it had a summon condition, man, the card's so close to play.
If it was an actual Horus card.
I think it's worth mentioning as well, because people tend to shit on any profile that's not just running Happy 3 Ipsetti. These cards have effects other than summoning a level 8.
Yes,
and
they do.
Doomatef draws for every type or attribute that you have on field.
I believe it's
removed.
I think it's every Horus monster I control, or each different type.
No, against the attack for Horus.
Yeah.
Monsters with different names near my monsters.
Yeah, so you are drawing 5 if they remove something in this deck, which is well worth mentioning because so much of your interaction is centered on one monster.
Yeah,
It de-incentivizes them from removing it.
Like being able to just end even on just Doomatef and then have these two as your Xyz fodder.
Yeah.
It'd be like, it's so underrated, especially for last format when I was playing this deck. I did end up playing the Doomatef in one of my builds, and I got, what's that card called? The one that just got banned, the turn skip card.
Calamities.
Calamity, yeah.
I got Calamities off Centurion, so I couldn't activate effects, but these don't activate. So I just spammed the board with them and just beat it over.
Brought him up to 46, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the funniest thing in the whole wide world. So that's it for the King Sarcophagus package. I opt to play the Brave engine now.
See, we're doing something a little different.
That's the different one.
There we go.
Yeah, so I cut the Orca stuff and put in the Adventure package. So I played the 1 Rider. I opt to play 1 Right and 1 Fatal Adventure.
Yeah. Ain't nobody playing DD Crow.
No, I don't think that DD Crow or Bell is as prevalent as Martin to play 3 this.
Yeah, and no one's wasting their SP Little Knight on managing that.
No, you'd be in no case. And then, because a lot of people just don't understand this adds from grave as well.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was a point to bolster up the count when you don't really need to.
No, exactly.
Just bear in mind, instead of slandering me in the comments, this is built for my local scene.
Yeah.
It is built with my local scene in mind.
Also, if you draw the Enchantress,
It's a double 3.
it's a level 3 extender that's a free summon, so it is well worth playing 3 of that over 3 right 1 Enchantress.
And you can also opt to send it off of the Cherubini later on in the combo if you really would like to. It's PK Fire, baby.
Yo, let's go.
You play the Graph, the Libic, and the Seer.
Rift Beatrice.
You can cut this one if you want to. I just like being a little bit too safe. But Seer and Graph you have to play if you're playing this variant. You have to play these two at least. You can cut this one. I just like having it in the hand in case something happens.
I will say you probably don't want to cut it if you're playing the other two, because if you draw one of them and don't have the Libic, you don't get the combo.
Yeah, that's why I run
it
the
turns them
Libic
from hard
specifically.
garnets into soft garnets for the sake of 1 card.
Yeah, I just think having this in here just gets like you have yourself protected for any sort of situation. And then we're still on the tech for Gan and Ken and 3 Shadows Light. These two are getting a lovely upgrade in the tins. I can't wait.
Are they?
Yeah.
What do you reckon, supers or ultras?
They're getting ultras, I think.
That's okay. If they're any higher, I'd be upset if I pulled them, to be honest. But yeah.
Nah. These are the best cards in the deck. It's so funny because you can turn on your talents and your thrust. I opt to side instead.
And level 3s, obviously.
And level 3s, obviously. And then obviously any Phantom Knight name gets you to them. Being able to dig a little bit deeper.
Shadows Light gives you an extra normal. People forget this.
It does. It gives you an extra normal. A lot of people do actually seem to forget that, and then when I normal something again, they're like, "How?" I'm like, "Read." I play 1 Rota, 1
Warriors.
Foolish, and then the 3 Shiny Ash Blossoms. And that's it for the main deck count. Like I said, it was 42. These are basic extension, and then Ash Blossom, I just think it's a really good hand trap right now. In this place, you could also opt to play 3 Nibiru instead, because it's great for exactly 6 weeks.
But Ash is a 3 as well. Paired, like push comes to shove, you just normal it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It gets you Cherubini.
And then
This is true.
We're going to be getting into the
Speaking of Cherubini,
extra deck. Yeah, sure. I'll start with the Cherubini then. I played Cherubini, obviously.
Remember, sends for cost.
Sends for cost. I've had a good few people imperm this.
I impermed that by accident the other week and you wouldn't let me take it back.
Yeah, and I pointed at you and I laughed.
Yeah.
It was
I was tired.
the funniest thing in the whole wide world. I also play IP Masquerade
Yeah.
and SP Little Knight.
What's that do?
Yeah. This is the terrible card that you play on
Yeah.
IP. We opt not to play that one. But yeah, SP getting reprinted in tins. It's always nice to see.
Sweet.
Now,
Common, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Imagine.
There is one application that's worth mentioning in this deck for IP Masquerade, which is that it turns any 2 non-dark monsters into a link to dark.
Yes.
Which means that you can turn pretty much anything into the Phantom Knight's Link 3. It also then protects it from being destroyed by card effect.
Yeah, and it is pretty big.
Masquerade's protection isn't based on using its effect, just it being linked to it.
Yeah. These 3 are basically the standard Link 2s you're going to make. Then your Link 3s that I opted to play was Unicorn and Bardiche.
I think Unicorn deserves a place in extra decks again.
Yeah,
Because there
I
is
think
space.
so.
If you're not IPing for Apo, what else are you going to make?
Yeah.
So basically, the reason the Unicorn is in here is obviously because you get to spin back, and then I also play the access code target for the Link 4. So just giving yourself the extra 3k body as well, just to beat over anything that could be problematic.
And if I take this away, that is some 2022 looking board.
Yeah, back it even looks like a Dragon Link board back in the day.
Oh, stuff. Yeah, no dragons.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Link lineup.
Yeah.
Having access code back in the extra is always nice. It's definitely not the first option you go for OTKing.
People forget how strong that card is, though.
Oh no, yeah, it's
closes things
people
out.
don't prepare for it.
Not at all.
I noticed that a lot. People don't prepare for it, and then the fact you can't respond to its effects, like people just cry over it. And just I love making people mauled with it.
Hey,
The Sky Thunder.
great card. We have XYZs.
Never really comes up, but it's better to be safe than sorry. We have the 1 Photon Lord.
What a card.
This is if you don't need to go into the zombie vampire, then there's no real point to it. So just you can end on this as well.
Yeah.
It's quite nice
It's
to
also
have.
in weak hands where you still have Horus access. If you don't get to the brave stuff quick enough, that's your nib insulation.
Yeah,
That's what I was
pretty
gonna say,
much, yeah. You play the 1 zombie vampire for if you want to make the zombie vampire. Middle names is always nice. You play the 1 Dark Rebellion, the 1 Dark Requiem, and then you play the 2 Break Swords,
Yep.
the Raiders Knight, and the Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. So, essentially, this is a backup plan. This is if you get a weak hand, or if you don't opt to go into the zombie vampire. Zombie vampires are middle names. These are obviously what sets up the 3 times per turn monster negate destroy, and then obviously being able to take the attack points of a monster as well if you really want to.
Really
Very
good.
nice.
Not to mention reviving a body brings back Nix's.
It does bring back in Xyz. We utilise that quite a lot in this variant specifically, because being able to bring back like stuff like Dark Rebellion, so you can even rank it up again if you really like to.
Not to
use it
mention,
as link material.
you can use it to make the Bardiche into another interruption, because when a Dark Xyz is summoned to his own points to it, pops one.
Yep,
There you go.
absolutely. You play the Raiders Knight and the Arc Rebellion as just the easiest way to OTK if you really need to. Someone makes you go second, they're going to regret it. And then obviously the Break Sword, which instates all of your main combos.
Yeah.
Making your bodies a level 4 is just, I don't know why it needed to have that effect,
But it does.
I'm very happy it does. And that's pretty much it for the main and the extra deck. And then you have the lovely adventure token as well. Shout out John for getting me that one.
Yup. But yeah, that's it. We'll be sure to update it when we get some new rarities of the PKs. And again, help us reach 1k. Please like, comment, subscribe, and see ya.